there. It's me, Breanna, and you are listening to the very first episode of That Time We Got Reincarnated as an Anime Podcast. Hello, welcome. It's nice to meet you, and all that fun stuff. I am joined by my co-host and friend, Kyle.
Hi.
Hi.
We made it.
We made it. We were reincarnated. We got hit by the truck, and it was okay.
Some might say it's the best thing that could have happened.
Some may say that, yeah. It's usually the degenerates that say it, so that's yeah. Mm-hmm. Just to get the rigmarole out of the way really quick, you can find us on YouTube at Save the Game Media and podcast services. If you want to show Save the Game Media some extra love and get early access to our content, you can find us on patreon.com/Save the Game Media. Now, as this is the first episode, I am inclined to give you a longer explanation. You may be saying, what the heck? What's Save the Game Media? Save the Game Media is a collection of podcasts that we are technically a part of. There are all sorts of fun stuff. There is a PlayStation podcast. There's an Xbox podcast. There's now an anime podcast. And
there's that movie podcast you do.
There is a movie podcast that is called Are We Caught Up Yet? And it's about catching up to movies. So yeah. That one is co-hosted by one of my friends, Sam. What Sam doesn't know yet is I might be suggesting that we catch up on like anime movies. Like not all of them, but I think that like getting through some of the older Ghibli and then as you get into the newer stuff, maybe doing like Satoshi Kon's films and like the just like a bunch of like the classic stuff. I was thinking about making him do that because he's only seen a couple of anime films. And if he is making me be miserable by watching hundreds of hours of Marvel, then perhaps I can convince him to have a great time watching anime.
Yeah, it's definitely hundreds of hours at this point.
It is. We're like halfway through and it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't quit. And they're making more. So it's like this halfway point that we're kind of at will at some point no longer be the halfway point.
Yeah, that's how time works.
No, I do have a good time sometimes. I have a suspicion I'm going to watch the next movie tonight, which is Shang-Chi. And I have a big crush on Simu Liu. Big crush.
Oh, okay.
And that will be a good time. I have preempted. So part of that podcast is we have a simplist. We should start a simplist for this podcast, really. But there's a simplist in that podcast.
Wouldn't it just be like a running waifu like tier list?
Yeah, basically. And every time we review a new anime, we add to the waifu tier list sometimes.
Every time we review an anime, I say at the end every week we nominate one girl and we just put her on a list and we just then the next week we'll rank them who's better, you know?
Yeah.
We'll just go from there.
Yeah, we should work out the logistics of this. This might be a good idea. But no, I have preemptively added Shang-Chi to the list as number one spot on my simplist because he's just so handsome. I don't know if you've seen the Barbie movie, but he's the best Ken.
Really? Really? What are you talking about at this point?
Simu Liu.
Okay.
Okay, well, you guys, that's the long-winded explanation. Usually I just do it really short for our intro, but okay, so just to give you guys an idea of the format, we will typically every week be talking about like what are you watching, the news for the week, and then the topic of the show. And so we will get started with the what have you been watching section. And Kyle, what have you been watching?
Well, I've been watching so much. So not even just like stuff that's been like new that's airing.
Mm-hmm.
I went and watched The Demon Girl Next Door, which is Maho's shoujo and then like a cute girls doing cute things comedy.
Mm-hmm.
is so funny. I was laughing the entire time. I was like, "This is so good."
Mm,
Because the main character is an idiot. She's so dumb, but it's
that
so.
sounds like a great time.
So I might have binge watched like 12 episodes in the middle of the night or whatever. But yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed it. I watched it on High Dive. People don't like the new High Dive app. I don't really mind it.
Mm.
It's okay. And then after that, just been watching mostly the new season. Uh, shout out to Hibiki Euphonium 3.
Okay, I have been doing this new thing. It is my current favorite thing to do. Okay, part of it, stick with me, stick with me. I read a lot.
Yeah.
But
Same.
what I like doing when I'm reading is to play music, not music with words typically, just background music, soundtrack music, so on and so forth. Love it, love it. So my favorite thing has been leaving on Apple's like the infinite play where you click on something you want to play and it'll just keep playing stuff like that. Play the free run album and then let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it go forever because anything that's similar to the free run album has to be great, right?
Yeah.
So it keeps bringing up soundtrack music from Hibiki Euphonium. And I'm like, I know I need to watch this show. Like, I know I need to watch this show.
It's one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen in my entire life. Because
I think it might make me sad when I watch it.
Kyoto does it, and it's just it's like, hey, did you want everything, even the most minuscule things, to look gorgeous? And then I'm like, yes, I did.
Kyoani sometimes just feels like they're on a different plane.
They are.
Different plane of existence.
They're on a different level. It's not fair. But then I'm not gonna go through all of them because we're gonna have a whole episode next week where we talk about the new season. But I do want to shout out Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. It's an anime original. I've watched 2 episodes of it. I absolutely love it. It is so good.
Is this one of the Yuri?
No.
It sounds like a Yuri title. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean, at least there's no Yuri elements yet.
Oh, okay. Still room. Okay.
I mean, I guess it could always go that way. But then Whisper Me a Love Song also, which is Yuri, and that I've read the manga of, had its premiere, was really good. I'm a little concerned they might try to cram too much in, just because they did that thing where like they show you what you're gonna like, kind of some things you might see in the opening or whatever, but like not spoilerly unless you know like it's a spoiler. And I saw some characters and I'm like, oh, I was like, that is pretty late. I thought for one season that you'd be stopping at this point. So I'm a little worried. I'm hoping secretly it's 2 seasons and they just haven't told us. But
hopefully,
it's a really great season so far. Can't wait to talk about it next week after you've had some time to watch something.
Catch up on stuff. I am watching. I'm gonna watch it tonight because I'm so excited about it. Kaiju number 8. I am so excited for this. I like as soon as they announced it. So first of all, when I started reading this, I said this is going to be an anime. I know that for sure. And then they announced it, and I was freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, I knew it, and I'm so excited. And now it's here. It's here, Kyle. And I haven't seen the first episode yet. But I'm going to.
It just came out today.
And I did work today, but
yeah,
that's no excuse.
It's a bit of an excuse. Like a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So what did I watch? That's what I was trying to talk about. What did I watch? So we will talk about it in a little bit, but everything that I've recently watched is related to winter 2024. I haven't seen anything else anime related that's not related to winter 2024. So I will save that for today's topic of the show because we will be reviewing some of the stuff from winter 2024. Full transparency, I'm behind. I haven't finished a couple, and one of the anime I keep, even though I love it, and it will probably end up being like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for me, I still keep forgetting it exists. I don't know why, but
For what? Which one?
season 2 of whatever it's freaking called that you keep telling me to watch.
Dangers in My Heart?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
I keep forgetting that show exists until you say something. I'm like, I
go
will
watch it.
catch up to it, and then I'm like, man, I love this show so much. And then I'm like I don't know, it just like erases from my brain.
Please go watch it. It's so good.
I will be watching it, but I want to air my beef with High Dive. This season 2 is on High Dive, but you can't get it. I don't know about the new app. You can't get it on the app.
I can get it on
So
my app.
I have to open it on my iPad. I have to open the browser version of High Dive to find season 2 of this damn show. High Dive, get your together.
Yeah, I mean, High Dive has a lot of issues. Like, it's not perfect. You know, it's got some user errors. Things that I add to my queue don't always show up in my queue, and then I go to add them again. It's like it's already in your queue. I'm like, well, where is my queue? Because I can't.
And you can't remove it from the queue.
Yeah.
Except for on the website.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
so yes, I will be watching that. I know I'm for sure behind on that. I have to finish Cherry Magic or whatever I can't remember what the full name of that one is, but it's the BL from last season. I've got 2 episodes on that. But yeah. So we'll talk a little bit more about winter 2024 in however many minutes it takes us to get through the news.
Probably not that many.
Meh.
Light news week.
You know, sometimes it just happens. That's okay. Okay, so first here we have some information or some announcements from Crunchyroll. It announced on Tuesday that they have acquired the North American and select international theatrical rights to Haikyuu, The Dumpster Battle, Blue Lock, episode Nagi, which is a movie, and Overlord, The Sacred Kingdom, again, the movie. And they will be putting those in theaters. For North America, Haikyuu will be May 31st. And Blue Lock Nagi will be June 28th. Overlord does not have a date yet for the movie. So TBD on that. But yeah. Will you be watching these in theaters or at all?
I'd like to watch the Nagi for Blue Lock. Just because Blue Lock I really enjoyed. After I got over the initial premise of it where I didn't like it that much. But man, I don't know how much more Haikyuu I can take. Oh,
I could take Haikyuu forever.
There was that one season where 12 episodes was the one match. I was like, this is awful. This is so bad.
Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut your face. That season is like one of my favorite seasons of Haikyuu. It is so good. What are you talking about?
Stop watching. I was the animation sucked because they outsourced a bunch of it. The pacing was terrible. I was like,
Kyle,
this is just not good.
We're fighting right now. I have genuinely seen that season 3 times now.
I felt like I saw it 3 times.
I'm so upset. I do like Haikyuu. If I can get caught up on Haikyuu before then, I'm only like halfway through the most recent season that aired.
The most recent one was better.
I'm sure it was great. I just haven't seen it. I will be watching Blue Lock Nagi again. I have not seen Blue Lock all the way through. Again, about halfway.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really bad at finishing things. How are you not used to this yet?
I just for some reason thought you had finished Blue Lock.
No, you know what? Like, really, I forgot that I hadn't finished until the new season started. My Hero Academia.
You constantly talk about how much you love My Hero.
I do. I really do. I told you, I get so stressed for these characters. And then I got spoilers for a bunch of stuff, so I got scared. So I stopped
The
watching it.
spoilers you got aren't right. I already told you this.
I know, but I'm scared.
You're scared of nothing. You're scared of a fictional thing that doesn't happen.
Kyle, you don't know. It's not like you watched it. I'm just kidding.
I did. I watched the whole season.
Yeah. So that's my
Well,
life.
hey,
Not
you're in luck.
finishing.
They're doing 4 recap episodes of My Hero right now before the new
4?
season. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of recap
Yeah,
episodes.
it's a lot of recap. A lot of recap. I'm not sure we needed it,
What's
but that's
happening with stuff starting in May?
shorter seasons.
Mm. Yeah, because Demon Slayer is starting in May as well.
Demon Slayer starts in May. I'm pretty sure that's only going to be like 6 or 7 episodes.
I mean, it is just a training arc.
Yeah, short training arc too.
So really, they need to we just need to start formatting stuff around the way that Fairy Tale does stuff.
No.
50 episodes later.
No, never.
Uh
I didn't put it in the news, but did you see that Fairy Tail is getting like a sequel series?
oh my god, that makes me
Or,
excited.
well, I mean, the manga already had a sequel series, but the anime is now adapting it, and I was like, no
Fun.
one needed this.
Everybody needed this.
No one
I'm
needed
so
this.
behind. Okay, just to be clear, I'm like 300 episodes in. But I am still behind.
You're not missing anything. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm missing stuff. I want to watch it.
Just skip to the end.
I just cannot get past this one episode. There's an episode, mild spoilers, I guess, where Erza gets turned into like a kid. And I just cannot get past this episode, like this little tiny arc. It's not even
Is
like
this filler? Are you watching filler?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've watched all the filler.
Skip all the filler.
No.
It's not important.
Yeah, it is to me.
But why?
Because I like it so much, except for this one. Okay.
Sure you do.
Do you have anything else to say about this first news story?
No, I mean, cool to get more movies.
Okay.
I don't care about the Overlord one.
Yeah, I don't either. I would if I'd seen Overlord. I want to watch Overlord, but I haven't, and I'm not that pressed to watch it.
All I know is that people really like that demon chick from Overlord with like the horns.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Her name escapes me right now, but she's everywhere. People love her.
Yeah, I get it. We're about to have a new era of simping here very shortly. We got 2 weeks until Stellar Blade comes out. And I'm not even going to be apologetic at all. All of the outfits that I'm like, Did you try the boss mode thing?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay. And you saw the one outfit? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all the yeah.
Some classic underboob. It was great. It was great. Okay, next. Do you want to read this one / review it?
Yeah, sure. So these two stories kind of connect, but CBR and then English KodaiNews.net kind of did a report about the anime staffing and the industry, where they talked about how the average anime staff earns $7 per hour, and that half of the anime industry workers log over 225 monthly hours. $7 an hour. You can't get me out of bed for $7 an hour, let alone to work 225 hours a month.
Listen, at least they're making a lot of money.
No, they're not.
They're not because if they're working that many hours.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you think?
Yeah, it's $1,575. That's
Wait, what is it?
$1,575.
Okay, so $1,575. USD, convert that to yen, right? That's 241,000 yen. That's not a lot.
No, the conversion rate right now from US dollars to yen is real intense. It's like now it's all the way up to like 1 to 1.5. But
I mean,
anyways, no,
if you're
I'm just joking. I'm just being a jerk. But yeah, this is like honestly, this makes me so sad because like the anime industry is so big. So there
there's
has
so
to be
much
a
money.
lot of money in the
Oh, yeah.
industry. So this is feels to me like it's partially corporate greed and partially crunch culture. The reason I say that is because I know how many people like it takes to make an anime, especially when we're talking about these bigger anime like My Hero. Like, can you like quantifiably like how many people touch every single episode of My Hero? Like, I think you're probably talking about 200 people, maybe 300, depending, because there's so many frames in the animation, and there's so many phases of each piece.
At least you hope there is.
Yeah, that's true.
Some studios do the PowerPoint presentations.
That is true. That is true.
And then they save all that money.
Yeah, but so there's just so many people that are involved. So with how many people it takes to make just one episode of anime, and also in addition to like corporate greed, I understand, like I know what's happening, but man, it just sucks. It just really sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great.
Does Japan have unions?
No idea.
Have unions.
Maybe.
Japanese workers do have the right to form unions. However, as is well known, most strikes are never carried out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Given the work culture.
I mean, my real suggestion would be that like animators need to unionize, but I don't know if they will.
No.
Man, this is just so sad. And I think what's like extra sad is that you know for sure that there are so many people that were like, my whole thing is that when I grow up, like I just want to be an animator. And then they grow up and they like work endless hours and they're not making any money.
And then they get replaced by AI.
It's just so sad, you guys.
Well,
What a freaking bummer.
Yeah. Pay people more than $7 an hour. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, we can move away from depression.
Can we?
No, not totally. To talk about winter 2024.
Topic of the show. Woo!
How did we think and feel about it?
Words.
Words.
I thought winter 2024 was a good season, not great.
Okay.
I think here's the thing. I think it was just like a slower season is more the words that I'm looking for, where there wasn't like, it doesn't feel like there was a ton, or at least stuff.
Yeah.
There wasn't a ton that I feel like I had to watch. Whereas like in comparison, like spring 2024 is like massive, and it's like huge hits. Like we're talking like Mushoku Tensei, that time I got reincarnated, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, like we're getting like a bunch of stuff this season. So it just feels like in comparison, winter was kind of slow. Is maybe more the word that I was thinking of.
I mean, I don't disagree. Winter I think didn't have anything like super stand out besides Free Run continuing.
That's not true. Solo leveling.
You want to talk about solo leveling?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to
talk about it.
I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
We're just talking about the season in general. So
Yeah. Well, I tried to give it a chance, and I didn't enjoy
How
any
many
of it.
episodes did you watch?
I got through about one and a half,
Oh, you
and
didn't even get to the good part. You literally stopped before the
I
good part.
it
You
wasn't good.
literally, I told
But
you 3 episodes. You know the
I know
3 episode rule.
I couldn't do it.
You broke the rule.
And then after tried to watch it, my phone keeps giving me ads for that like mobile game, like the Soul Leveling Arise game. And if I have to hear his English voice one more time, I'm just gonna stop watching YouTube because I can't take it. It's so
Mm,
bad.
mm.
It's no
Have
offense
you
to the
heard of
voice
YouTube Red
actor. I don't pay for things. Um,
That's true.
I mean, I do, but I don't pay for YouTube
Or Netflix.
or Netflix. Um, I no offense to the English voice actor. You know, I'm sure he's just doing the direction he was given. But man, I can't take it seriously. Can't take
Mm.
it seriously. If I hear that ad one more time, maybe it's just because I've heard it too much, but I don't want to hear it anymore. No, I didn't enjoy it. I I think maybe like if that was something I was looking for, I might enjoy it. But I was like, I don't. I'm like, this is just kind of a slog. I'm not. I don't want to watch this
I'm
and
so
hate it
mad. You
more.
you need to watch 3 episodes.
Oh my god, I don't want to though. I just have no interest.
I am so upset with you right now. Um, I personally really enjoyed the first season of Solo Leveling. They the person that wrote and created Solo Leveling really knew what he was doing with the story and really knew what he was doing with the power fantasy genre. And I think that this is genuinely one of the best power fantasy stories that has ever existed. And I think it's a really incredible story just in general. Um, I think it's really epic. And I will say, one of my favorite moments. So there is like, there's this episode where he's fighting and it plays this song that's called Dark Aria. When that music kicked in, I was freaking out, you guys. I was freaking out. And there's a fight that happens at the end with this really cool boss, like this really cool boss. And yeah, I just get really hyped about this. Um, I will say, fun fact about Solo Leveling. My supervisor's supervisor, he's like the director of like all of customer service in my work. He watches he
Solo
was
leveling.
watching Solo Leveling. So every Tuesday when I go into the office, he'd be like, "Oh, did you watch this week's episode?" It
Okay.
was pretty funny. So
Um. Well, not to rain on your parade, it is failing to sell well in Japan.
most
Like
anime
DVD.
does.
No, that's not true. They still count on DVD sales and stuff, but Soul Leveling's doing so bad it's not even in the top 20.
Well, here's what I'll say. One, Solo Leveling is actually, even though it was animated in Japan, it's actually
It's
from
South Korean.
Korea. Yeah.
Yeah.
And two, the anime industry is a lot bigger in the West than it is in the East.
True. True, but just, it was just a fact, you know.
Okay, fine, but I still loved it.
Okay, that's great. I'm very happy
I don't
for
need your
you
excuses for why you couldn't follow the 3 episode rule.
because it sucked. Because it wasn't good. That's why.
I just don't think you know what you are saying.
But speaking of things that are not good, Classroom of
Ooh.
the Elite.
Ooh, spicy. Okay, yeah, let's hear this. I'm not watching it. Don't spoil it, but I want to hear about it.
It was okay. I see. So season one, I didn't like at all. I've been very
Really?
vocal. Yeah, I've been
Okay.
very vocal that I hated season one.
Okay.
Season two, I really
Mhm.
liked. I didn't like the animation, but I really liked the story in it. And then season
Because
three,
it was
I
around your character that you like. Uh-huh.
no, season three was supposed to
Oh,
be around the
season
character.
3 was? Oh,
Season three was
interesting.
supposed to be around the character that I like. But the issue was that they like built up to this epic battle between them the entire season. And then it kind of just like fell flat. And then by the end of the episode, they're like respecting each other and working together. I don't know. I was like, okay. I was like, they kind of didn't make either of you look like as cool as you did, or you're supposed to. There is some payoff to some like storylines or whatever, and there were parts that were enjoyable, but some of them like this doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I understand that he's a genius, but you got to have it make a little bit of sense sometimes.
Man, that's a bummer.
So yeah, it wasn't as bad as season 1 in my opinion, but not as good as season 2. And
Makes sense.
then there was Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. Did you ever watch this one?
No.
Okay. It was your generic romantic comedy. You know that one we get like every season where the nerdy shy guy somehow gets all the girls to like fall in love with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the beach and or bath episode. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean there was some bath episodes.
Multiple. Oh man, no wonder it sucked. You're only supposed to do one.
And then Blue Exorcist also kind of sucked.
Oh.
I don't know why it's getting. I mean, they're adapting more of it, so people must have liked it. I didn't think it was very good, and that's a bummer because this was my favorite arc in the manga, and it was around my favorite character of the show, and I was like, you guys are doing this on purpose now. I know it. I was like, you're like,
yeah. I really enjoyed the first season. I understand that it didn't really follow canon very well, but I did enjoy like the first season. And then after that, it's like a F around and find out kind of thing where they like inserted an arc in the middle of the first season. They like did anyways, it's kind of a mess at this point. And all that to say, like, I don't think that I will be participating in watching Blue Exorcist. And I don't think I'm missing anything, unfortunately. Even though I think it has the potential to be really great, but I think they need to let it die for like 10 to 15 years and then just redo it.
I agree. There's a few things that I think we should just let die for 10 to 15 years and then redo them.
Like One Piece. Let it die for just a second and then restart the whole thing.
They're remaking it already.
I know they're remaking it.
I can't with that. A good romantic comedy was the Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. Yeah.
I watched the first episode and I did not like it.
No, it was very good. Very cute. Not super generic, had a little bit more going on. And what else? I mean, there's the two heavy hitters, but Tomozaki-kun had its second season.
What?
Have you ever watched Tomozaki?
I'm pretty sure I have, and I don't think I knew that. Hold on.
It's the one where he is like the best gamer in Japan or whatever, but then he meets the second best and she tries to teach him that life is a good game and he changes his whole life around.
Oh no, I haven't seen this. I was thinking about something else. Okay.
And I really like the light novel of it. And I read way ahead of where the anime ends, even in season 2. My issue is that they skipped and they cut out, or they've just paraphrased very important things, and I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna fix this if you do more. I think they ended it in a spot where they shouldn't do more. Just don't do more. But we will see.
Remind me when we're done with this to talk to you guys about Ancient Mage's Bride. Making a note for myself.
Can we talk about A Sign of Affection now?
We absolutely can talk about A Sign of Affection. Absolutely. Yes.
Have you finished it?
I have.
Good.
I'm
Good.
upset it's over. I thought it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
really, really good. I think I rated it an 8 or 9 out of 10. I can't remember which one. I definitely don't think it was like perfection. Like I don't think it was a 10. But I think it was such an incredible story. It's so cute. I think all of the characters are really well done. Um, I really truly enjoyed this, and I knew I was going to because I've read like a couple of the volumes of the manga.
Mhm.
But it was very satisfying seeing them animated. I loved it. What did you think?
I thought it was really good. I do wish that we had gotten to see a bit more of the payoff of the other two like main relationships in
Yes.
the series, just
Mm-hmm.
because I was kind of also invested in them. Of
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm like I want like the one we see a bit more of because she's Yuki's best friend or whatever. But the other one, I was like, you kind of disappear for a few episodes and then you come back, and then I want to see you and Emma like more than just this. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
I was happy where everything ended except for with Oshi. I felt so bad for him.
I mean, I think because he has that one friend, right? I think that's probably who he'll end up with, the friend that kind of like follows him around. So I don't think that he'll end up alone, but I really do feel bad for him just because it's like he just waited too long, like way too long.
Yeah, I get
And
it, but like
he was also being very like tsundere, like how would
oh
she
yeah.
even know? Because he was a jerk to her all the time. Like
Listen, I'm not saying that he was in the right or that she wasn't in the wrong to not understand his feelings, but come on, I can feel bad for him.
yeah, you can, but
He lost out on the cute pink-haired deaf girl.
she's very cute.
Yeah, her
Um
facial, the way they animated their facial expressions when they would like do something silly or whatever, it got me every time.
yeah, every time. Every time. I also really liked the way that they did the sign language.
Hmm.
I think that like they didn't do it a ton where they like spent the time to actually sit and like animate the sign language, but they did do quite a few scenes where it was just straight up like sign language. Um and I think that it was really um I thought that was really cool. I've now been getting on my Instagram feed. I've been getting a lot of deaf Japanese people that are like teaching sign language. It's
Yeah,
really fun. So that's been my new I would love to learn Japanese sign language, like actually learn it. But I have to learn Japanese first. I'm working on it. But
same. It's
uh
very it's a work in progress.
oh, the other dude's name is Shin.
Shin, yeah.
He
Um,
is so handsome.
I preferred his design when he wasn't wasted. Like when his hair was like kind of like more messy or whatever, rather than that like slicked back look that he had when he was out drinking.
Oh, yeah. I there was he was cute the whole time. I really liked his undercut though.
Of course he did.
What can I say? Anyways, I loved A Sign of Affection. If you're thinking about watching it, you absolutely should. Just treat yourself. It's really fun. It's really cute. And you'll have a good time. I think they ended at a good spot. I really hope they do another season. Um, I don't know if they will. Um, I think the anime performed well enough that they could do a second season, but I don't know if they actually will.
I don't think so. I think they'll finish here and be like, this is a complete
Go
story.
read the manga, which you should. You should go read the manga. I think there's 8 volumes currently. That sounds right. But yes. And the last one that were both foaming at the mouth, screaming, crying, throwing up
Oh, I
for
was
your
gonna
end.
I was gonna say The Dangers of My Heart, but
Oh,
you haven't finished it.
no.
Um, So, whenever you do finish it, you'll text me your emotional reaction because it'll be great.
Okay, I'm expecting to cry based on everything you said to me, but I'm really going to be upset if they don't get together. I just want to make that very clear.
So Free Ren, number one highest rated anime on Mal.
How long has it been number one now? For a long
Weeks.
time, right?
Weeks, yeah.
Like months at this point, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think
so deserved.
I think it's gonna stay there.
I sure hope so. So I was talking to you guys. This is like mild spoilers for Free Run, but not really. I was talking to my family when we finished the last episode, and they're like, where are they going?" And I was like,
What do you mean?
"What do you mean? Like, what show have you guys been watching this whole time?" Like, they totally like didn't. Neither my dad or his girlfriend realized that like they were going to go see Himmel. Like, I was like,
But that's the
"What?"
whole reason why they had to get the.
Okay, so yeah, so the whole purpose behind the journey, they didn't know this whole like basically like this whole time since the episode aired, they completely forgot what the purpose of the journey was, but they still loved it. That's how good Free Run is that you're like literally just watching it and you don't really care where they're going, and it's still just an incredible time.
I mean, I care where they're going.
I do. And I do know where they're going, but also people that don't know where they're going still really enjoyed it. So man, there's not much that is genuinely not a 10 out of 10. The animation,
10 out of 10.
it like literally so beautiful and so incredible. Like like the quieter scenes are so beautiful, and like the fighting animation is insane, like incredible, like so much talent.
My favorite is that people were like, the animation's not even that impressive because it doesn't have any combat. And then when they added like the combat scenes, they like popped off, and I was like, yeah. I was like, what do you say now?
Yeah, where you at now, huh? No. I will say the music genuinely is so incredible. The composer's name is Evan Call. He's done several albums for anime. Like he's done several soundtracks. And his music is really he's really good. So highly recommend listening even to just the soundtrack. The track Zoltrack is like literally the name of the track is so good. Man, it's so incredible. The music is so incredible. But I will say my favorite thing about the show is the story and the characters. I've said it previously on other podcasts that are now dead. But I genuinely believe this is one of the best stories that has ever been written in like known lifetime, like our known like written content. And don't I don't think that many stories would be able to really overtake this story. It's so profound and so well written.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I read the manga, so I knew everything before it was happening. After the first 4 episodes, when I bought all of it, but even rereading those, I was just like, this is still so good. And I hope that it gets a second season. Whenever people are like, it doesn't deserve it, or I don't get it, it's boring, I was like, well, I don't know what you don't get about good storytelling, character development, character relationships, soundtrack, animation. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know how you can watch this and be like, oh, this is a 5 out of 10. Like,
You know what's so funny, genuinely, Kyle? I haven't seen anything negative about this show. So I think you may just be in the wrong circles of the internet.
I mean, it's mostly just like contrarians on Reddit
Yeah,
that
so
you see
that's what I'm
every
saying
now and
is
then.
like I feel like you spend a lot of time on Reddit, and I feel like there's a lot of negative Nancy's over there.
Yeah. I mean, there definitely is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying they exist.
Just reply to them and say, "Yeah, okay, negative Nancy."
Well, I can't reply to them. I'm banned.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're like super banned from Reddit.
Yeah.
You think that'd be enough to not use Reddit anymore, but
It's just so convenient or like
No.
interesting sometimes. I don't know.
No.
Anyways, free rent, 10 out of 10. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10 if I could.
Yeah, it just doesn't go that high, you know?
It doesn't. There's no scale. There should be a different scale that's like free rent out of 10.
And I know we haven't started it, but I would like to nominate Free Rent for the first spot on the best girl list. Okay.
Okay, so I think we have time because I don't have much more to say about winter 2024. I think we have time to hash this out just really quickly. We were talking about doing simplest here, right? Are we doing an overall simplest for men and women? My first question. My second question is, are we each doing our own simplest so that way we don't have to fight?
No, I wanted one. I wanted one does like collaborative list.
Okay, so then we're immediately going to get into a fight
Yeah, I think that's half the fun.
because Himel would be my vote.
I don't think dead characters are eligible. I'm sorry.
No, they are for sure.
Bree's like, I want to bang that ghost.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
Because he looks young. He looks younger and good when he's a ghost, not his decrepit, dying old self.
He still was handsome.
He was a short man with no hair.
I still would have dated him. He's the hero. Okay.
That was I almost said a spoiler for you, and I'm glad I didn't.
So Freeran and Himel.
We could put them as a pair.
No, they're different people.
Yeah, but I ship them together. So
that's so true. You know what? I really do want them to end up together. What do you think the chances are that they will?
She just gets there and then takes out a knife.
For reals, like I'm so scared that the journey that like what they're doing won't work. And I know it's more like the whole thing of free run is like it's more about the journey and enjoying the company and stuff like that. But like I want them to be together so badly. And I don't think they're going to be. And I think it's going to emotionally devastate me.
What do you think about Fern and Stark?
If Fern and Stark do not get together, I will riot in the streets.
Yeah. I love every interaction they have, especially when he does something that makes her mad and she does her like pouty face. It's so good.
So if we're doing the simplest though, we have to add the people from The Sign of Affection too, right? See, this is where it's getting messy.
No, because I don't simp any of them.
I simp for both the dudes.
Oh, well, maybe you should have your own list.
This is what I was trying to tell you, is it's going to get real messy.
All right. I just feel like your list is going to be super long. You got to have some limits on it, you know?
Okay. Well,
maybe only like a few per season or something, you know?
Okay. We'll figure out the official rules. Okay, so Kyle's simplest is free run. Do you want him on your simplest?
No.
Do you want Fern on your simplest?
No.
Stark?
No.
What?
You could put Ubel maybe.
What's that one dude's name? You know who I'm talking about too.
Oh, yeah. It's what's his name?
This is gonna drive me crazy. What's his name? I do like Lance, but I'm not gonna add him to my simplest. But I do think he's cute.
Free rent.
I add Denkin.
Denkin is. Hey, you know, don't be dissing my boy Denkin, okay?
But putting him on a simplest. Where's this guy?
Weirbell. That's a thing.
Well, there we go. Weirbell. He is going so hard on the simplest. It's not even funny.
Yubel's just got that like.
Do you
I would
want her in your
kill you.
simplest?
She no, but she's got the good energy, you know.
Yeah, that's true. She does have that crazy energy. Do I want? Yeah, no. I think I'm not going to add Stark. I think that'll be my limit.
Oh my god. I'm like, how many people are you adding here?
No, I'm not going to add a lot, but I did need to add those two. And then I'm going to add here. Okay, here's what you'll find when we start doing
That you just
our list.
you can't commit to anybody.
You take that back. No, I have a huge crush on people with white hair and or silver hair. It's just a real problem. It's just a real problem. You know what? I'm not going to add Itomi. I'm going to show strength.
Strength. Good.
And not add Itomi to, which is the main character from Sign of Affection. Even though he has white hair, I'm not going to add him.
You're showing some
But
strength
I do want to
here.
add Shin. I do want to add Shin.
She was almost there.
I was almost there, but he is so handsome. Let me post. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're only at 3 people. That's actually not that bad.
I mean, you know, I feel like it'd be a bit awkward if I didn't add the characters that are hanging up literally behind me.
Yeah, let's get your other people in here. A Sign of Affection. Okay, who else we got? Give me some names and shows.
Arima Kana, best girl from Oshinoko, easily, not even close.
Okay,
it's a little close.
Below free run, right?
Yes, below free run.
Okay, I didn't want to like dictate how you do your list, but also I would have been upset.
Free run's a white-haired, twin-tailed elf.
Yeah.
I mean, there is one character that she's not in anime, but you would put above free run.
Me?
No, that I would.
Oh, you would. Oh, who?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm being dumb. Don't even tell me.
Tao.
I know. I was like immediately regretted. Yeah. I was like, who? And I was like, wait, that was a dumb question. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be Hu Tao, free run.
I'll add it.
You can put Elena. Wandering Witch.
Did I spell her name right?
Elaina.
Okay. Yep.
Wow,
your simplest is already longer than mine. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'll stop there for now.
What? You're not gonna add Megumin?
I was gonna, but then you made that comment.
Yeah, Megumin has to be added. Okay, so is that in order? Hu Tao, free run, Arima Kana, Elena, and Megumin?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Accidentally listed them in order. Perfect. Okay, you guys. I will leave that for now. I will tell you there will be people that get added very quickly. Actually, there's one person I want to add that's not related to anything we've talked about yet, but I'm breaking the rules because I have a tattoo of him. And so I think that because I have a tattoo of him, that should.
I've tattooed Slowpoke. I'm not going to put Slowpoke on the list.
No, but I really like him. What's his first name? Okay, there we go. Inimaki from Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm adding him. Okay. I'm happy with my list now. Inumaki is
Yeah.
going number 1, then Himel, then Weirbo, then Shin from Sign of Affection.
Yeah.
These lists are going to get real long. This is going to get out of hand, but I'm here for it.
I am going to try to keep this to a not just like my favorite characters list, because that's like a different list. You know? Like
Yes.
like Adachi and Shimamura are two of my favorite characters.
But you don't simp for them.
But I'm not going to simp for them.
Okay. This is purely a simp list.
Yeah, I'm mostly going to be like, hey, where's the adorable Yuri romance?
Yeah, see, if this was like a favorite character list, Weirbo wouldn't be on here.
Yeah,
because he's not my favorite character, but he is handsome.
Because you only seen him for like 5 episodes.
Yeah, I want to see him more. He's so cute. Okay, you guys. Well, I think we've created our simp list. We've gone over topic of the show. Oh wait, Ancient Magus Bride. You guys, I found out recently that there is I knew about this book series separately, but I was like, this has to be based on Ancient Magus Bride, right? Because it's about exactly what Ancient Magus Bride is, but it's like pure smut.
We've really just gone full degen this first episode.
Yeah, this very first episode. I did not know that it was in the author note. Literally, the world is based on Demon Slayer, and the story is based on Ancient Magus Bride. So, if you guys are looking for a book,
nope. No, I'm not.
Let me know. Join our Discord and ask me, and I will tell you what the name of the book is. Unless you just Google it, but that's your degen tip of the week.
I feel like we're getting a lot of new
I don't know if that'll be a segment, but I just wanted to tell you guys because I couldn't believe that I read this book. I was uncomfortable a lot of the time. And then I was like, oh, it was based on that.
Well,
it was a wild ride.
Look at the time.
Look at the time. I just want to keep you guys all here in awkward silence now, but I will let you go. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching and taking the time to hang out with us today. Just want to give a quick shout out to our special shout out, to our patrons. I said that backwards. And we have Alpaca Tom, Fabulous Breanna, Breanna's mom, Breanna's brother, Lindsay, Nikolai at Night, Cypher Primus, Brendan Myers, Marcus O'Neill, Lillian, Mimi J, David Hotwright, Dave Harp, the Xbox Expansion Pass, and Lee Navarro. Thank you guys so much for the support for Save the Game Media. And Kyle, where can people find you?
In the Discord.
Yes, you can also find me in the Discord. And you can also find me at Fabulous Breanna, FABULIST BREANNA. And you can find Save the Game Media at Save Game Media on Twitter and Save the Game Media everywhere else. And this has been our first episode of That Time We Got Reincarnated as an anime podcast. We've officially been reincarnated after being hit by Truck-kun and accepted full degeneracy.
We're in the level 1 town where like things are going bad for you. You know, you gotta work your way up.
Yeah, we gotta figure things out. We're adjusting.
We're sleeping in the stables.
We're sleeping in the stables on straw. The first spell we learn may or may not be to steal underwear. Who knows?
Hopefully,
this would be a useful spell. Yeah, we'll figure it out, you guys. Let us know if you have any comments, questions, what your thoughts are on winter 2024. You can also let us know what you're going to be watching for spring 2024, because that's what we'll be talking about next week. So if you have thoughts about that, please let me know. And maybe I'll check out the anime. Really is. All right, you guys. Bye.